What difference does one bottle make? On the surface, there is no issue. In reality, this is our problem. We walk by unfazed by each individual act against our environment, that which has so kindly raised us. Yet it is exactly this attitude, this sentiment, this apathy that will prevent a bright, safe future, and that will condemn us to the inevitable fate which our future generations face. What difference does one bottle make? This is the common sentiment among Americans, that their actions have no effect on the rest of the world. But consumption in our country is out of control. Our blind, mindless consumption and immediate disposal of products with a complete unconsciousness of where things come from and where they go when we're done with them. In the United States, 2 million plastic beverage bottles are used and thrown away every 5 minutes. 60,000 plastic shopping bags are used every 5 seconds. 28,000 42-gallon barrels of gasoline are used every 2 minutes. 1.4 million brown paper shopping bags are used every hour, and 426,000 cell phones are retired every day. So although one bottle seems insignificant, one more carelessly strewn can, bottle, or plastic bag adds up and affects the entire globe, the only globe we have. Policy change and a complete change of mindset is crucial, a transition from an economic and consumerist mentality to a system of moral-based decision-making. However, most Americans unfortunately still function on a system of economic considerations. For example,
climate. Does that help?
Is that honestly what you would think?
No.
I think the biggest problem is international relations with other countries.
Do you have a reason?
I think it's because of the last administration, foreign interests. Everyone in the world hates America, and I think we need to change that perspective.
I would say the economy. I mean, it's affected me personally in that I am having a lot of difficulty finding a job this summer, and it's affecting pretty much everyone else with their current jobs. So,
obesity.
Do you have a reason?
We're really fat, and we need to work out more and be more active. People should stop driving so much and start walking.
I think the most important issue is immigration. Being from Southern California, it affects a lot of our jobs, and I think immigration is part of the reason why our economy is doing bad. So I'm gonna have to go with immigration.
Wow, I'm a bad person to ask for that. Maybe what? Well, I know what went on today was the whole Prop 8 thing. I think a lot of people were mad about it. I also think, the whole economy thing is kind of a big issue because it's affecting a lot of people.
So, we think that I think immigration is a big issue, considering the big drug wars and everything right now, and especially I'm from Phoenix, so people are getting abducted in Phoenix. And
I think that also the economy is a really big issue right now, especially the lack of jobs and just the fact that people have lost so much money, and I think that's a pretty big issue. And there's a lot of things right now. Including in with the economy also, I think the price of schools right now, colleges and stuff, that's a really big issue.
Yeah, especially
how much it is to go to school and paying off loans.
I honestly think it's exaggerated. I think that there's a lot of things we can do to preserve the planet, but I don't think global warming is the most pressing of those issues.
I definitely think it's a problem. I think some people have a tendency to exaggerate how much of a problem it is, but I definitely think it is something to be addressed.
I think there are other things that we should be worrying about right now besides global warming, because because?
I don't think it's as big a problem as people make it out to be. We've had a lot of climate changes and other types of things that have happened in the world's history, and we're still here. So it obviously didn't ruin the world yet. So
yes, I think that it is there. I'm actually in an archaeology class right now, and we're just kind of talking about the climate changes and stuff because of like the Holocene and the Pleistocene and stuff. But no, yeah, that's my answer.
Awesome.
Definitely.
I do.
I mean, I think that like, no matter what it's called, if it's called global warming, global cooling, like I don't think that matters. The point is that we're like affecting our environment and like
dramatically.
Yeah. And people like.
I think it's more of a world issue though.
Yeah. And
I'd say like in America, I mean, it's something that is definitely being worked on, but because like I'm taking a bunch of classes that involve that subject, or one actually. But I mean, it's I don't know. It's a very pressing issue. And
and I think that people focus too much on like what it's called and like is there global warming or not. And the point is we're making an impact, like with CO2 emissions and all that stuff, and we have to do something to change it.
Do you have any ideas?
Well, I mean, clearly, like there's the obvious, like don't drive as much, like recycle.
Well, yeah, and I think
like that stuff really doesn't matter.
If it's an individual effort, like dramatic changes can be made. Because I mean, if we reduce our CO2 emissions like individually, then I don't know. I think there's plenty that can be saved. I mean, just changed, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's just you have to think day to day.